I know there's no visuals on the screen. That's because I'm bumping up the grid real quick. Ooh. Look whose day it is. Akane Day. Game appearances 3 or less. Size pom-poms, yep. So, my immediate go-to here. For Clown. Fuck! 7.2? I just got an achievement for placing Clown Piece with my first guess on Lunatic mode. Shit. What about Tenchi? Okay, not terrible. Hello, Spooter. Who else in 18.5 I want to grab? Look elsewhere. Game appearances, 3 or less. That's 3 or less, right? Yes. Hello, Toaster. There are some options. You want a Kagero? Kagero fit in any of these categories? How many games was Kagero in? Was she in... Did she appear as a background character in 14.5? Was Lunatic even meet on the grid? You get, like, slightly higher points, like, your scoring is higher. You don't get the additional lives. Like, if you play normally, like, there'll be, like, the additional, like, life pickups. You don't get those on Lunatic. I die with the grid. Dailbot's posting more Yuri. Today I'm doing okay. Non-playable. I want to go to my goat. Narumi. Ooh! Okay, sucks you're becoming older soon. Isn't that, like, natural human likeness, though? Don't you become, like, older, like, every day? That's just, like, how it works to be human? For better or for worse? She's in 3 games? This is 3 or less. Hold on a second, right? Yeah, that's so true. Who else wants to be in a... Cargo would work then. Yeah, the cargo's tempting. Like people help you with this? Generally, no. My general rules, I don't do the toe of the day, and I generally avoid, like, people. Like, if someone is like, oh, put them here, I'm not gonna do it. If I'm generally like talking things, I'm like, and I rip something like, oh. I don't like, oh, does this character have, like, this color hair? I'll, like, go for that, right? Like, if I ask a question on a source, I will. And sometimes I'll jump for things if people are, like, talking about characters randomly. But I generally, I don't, if someone, if someone comes in and is like, oh, you should do this, I'm not gonna, like, generally do that. For the most part. I should actually, like, start filling in answers instead of just rambling, shouldn't I? 18.5. Let's do this 18.5. I mean, my mind just wants to go with Waggy. I don't even know if she's a good pick, but I like her. 7.1, yeah, we're cooked. I know a lot of the late game characters in 18.5 and the stage 1 bosses in 18.5. I'm not a big fan of like the, are not big knowledgeable in the middles. Put Yuko everywhere. There's a dupes clause. You can only put a character once. You can't put him in multiple tiles. Hmm. 5-0 game my way. Honestly, I think 18.5 might be my favorite of the spin-offs. Debatably. Black Market, yes. ET was in less than 3 Touhou gave 0? You raise a valid point. Hmm. Where's green? That's a weird category. Who has a random green patch on their freaking outfit? Is that Marasa? Did we talk about this? Doesn't look like she had that like matches her like tie or something. I don't know if I want to gamble on it, but I'm going to. Not the tie, but the collar. Okay. Where's green is rough. Could we just go Mai? Nice. Actually, never mind. I'll allow a rare as long as it's nice. Yachi's playable. Which is problem. Where's green? The problem is you really want to think of something like Marasa has just like the little like baby spit of green, but like I don't know that. Like I don't know who has like a green collar. Green. Is there any leprechaun Touhous? Wriggle surely has green. Ooh. Wait. I don't think Kaine was ever playable. 6.3. Damn, this is oops, all rares. No, Mai dropped to 6.8. I mean, that's better for a re, but it's also worse because it's not nice anymore. If it drops one more, it'd be a really nice as well. Leprechaun Touhou would go hard, would it? Game appearances 3 or less. As headwear. How'd you know my name was Ware? What about my girl Arumi with the boobs? And then down here we go with I haven't done any PC98 to piss off Potato Bot, so maybe we should do that. Do any PC98 have no headwear that, like, jumps to me? That's also a good question. I can't honestly think of any off the top of my head. Does Yumiko? I mean, Yumiko has like the fucking like hair ribbon or something. Sure. Wait, you know who does? I know Yuki does. God, but do I do Yuki? Yuki's too obvious. Luis does. But Luis is too obvious. $1.8. Okay, we take that. 24,000. Not bad. Ooh, I mean, the top hatch is pretty full, but, you know, 6.8, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Although it's pretty full up here, but, you know, pretty good. Low win rate today. What if 18.5 in the 3-year less really might trip people up? Grid stats. Zanmu for where? That's green! What are we smoking? Oh my gosh. This shouldn't count for any color. She should be illegal for anything. What is this? The green fucking leaf? The teal, like, turquoise fucking dress? What is this? The green triangle? The frog fucking necklace? Zanmu's makes sense. Mommy's over in 18.5? Huh. I didn't know that. Bonky Bonky. Yeah, what do we got up here for most? Ooh, good thing I put kind of in the middle spot, not the top one. I was kind of cooked here. But it makes best. I love the secret character ideal. Man, when this freaking category, the best is still a legendary pick, yeesh, you know it's stacked. Yeah, 85 options here. Done for. Yeah, these middle ones a little niche. Seki Bonksy. Bomachi, it's good to know. Write that down, write that down. Lily White, write that down. Sui. I love the existence of secret character. Oh, great story, I'd be wrong before. I've had some questionable things. Where's green? Who else has green? What? No, don't fucking... Oh, fuck. Okay, we're just gonna look from afar. Green. Green, oh fine, I'll give it to you. Green. Really? Green? Oop. Hold on, let's actually go to this one because it's the biggest category. Green. Again with the fucking leaves? Green. Frog patches. Green. I already complained about this. I mean, she has green hair. Unless you count the fucking frog hairpin. I don't see green. I don't see any green. Where's the green on Reimu? Where's the green? What about Ring? What are we doing here? The green fucking hair tie? Green stripes, that's fine. I guess I think there's some green stripes on here. Green. I'll be honest, I don't see any green on Mima. But we'll pretend that her highly responsive prayer design has green. There's sure ain't green on fucking Marissa. Sure, oh, she's got her fucking... She has rainbow pattern skirt. You're right. This part right here, this like line that goes across is rainbow. Green. What? The star on her head or the buttons? What? Suzu got green. Green. Or all different green. What, the fucking gem that's on her non-existent boobs? Is that supposed to be green? Green. That's fine. I'll count. And there's some green there. And there's some green down there. Guess the headband. Where's the green on Coke's? Hello? Is like this button in the middle supposed to be green? You also have some green as your skirt, but you also have your other forms. You have green. Green. I love cursed categories. Half the categories I feel exist solely as rage bait. It's a green button. Aha, sure. Next thing you know, they're gonna pull out. Well, actually, in the Where's Blue, you see this character actually is wearing blue underwear. Therefore, they count for them wearing blue, despite the fact that you never see those blue. They actually wear blue underwear. And we're got a different color spectrum than the rest of us. Is it green? Yeah, and so are her panties too, probably, right? I swear, so I'm never gonna load up grid. It's gonna be a category. Which characters do not wear bra? And it's gonna be what the fuck are we talking about? It should be like, well, there's actually one secret panel from from some random book. Eyeballs? I do not know what eyeballs are, unless you're about to say eyeballs these nuts. I didn't go down quick enough. I gotta warm my brain muscles for branch later. I got a big win streak going on, but we gotta go with Baka A swap. So it's gonna be a fight to try to keep the win streak going. But I got like a 5 or 6 streak going, so gotta try hard. I-11. Lots of branch of boring mods. Ensnare snare. Why don't you? Nah. Ensnaring them? That what are you guys, the FBI? Big Mega shoots. It's free trust. Well, maybe it'll offer me early. Okay, 11, right now. If you do not answer within about 15 seconds, I'm gonna assume you cheated and looked it up. Where is the fucking green on Kokoro? And while you're at it, Sega 2. Levin's doing his cheating. He's doing it. Surely one of her 67 masks. Wait, of her how many masks? Wait, what? Can't believe Kokoro predicted the future. Any fun anymore? No. It's about both. The green match, Blooming Soul, surely that counts. Oh, right, Blooming Soul, that's another game. I was talking about, like, games I take a break from Busy Person after USD Busy Person. Blooming Soul's another game to look at. Oh my gosh, I'm on stage 2? It only took like 5 minutes. Soul is still getting a few updates. Is it still getting a few updates like it's getting updated, or it's getting a few updates like it's getting some Lost Branch updates? This real? If it's a gift that 11's posting, I am scared. Yeah, took the money and ran. They took Ran? Not Ranshima. I can't believe they took her. Like, if they took the money, that's one thing, but, like, they took Ron? That's unforgivable. Yeah, they actually it's on like branch. Okay. Good job, good job. Yeah, let's kill her. Know what they're gonna add roughly in your future? Oh, so like 5 hours? Was he get the name right from Twinkle Star Sprites? I think he got the name from when Zune tried to walk twice at the same time. He was like, "This is a cool idea. I should turn into a Touhou character." Hold on, let me look at this GIF real quick. Seen it before. Old news. Fake news. Old news. Soon, guys, yeah. Alright, oh, we're over for the future. What, Brandon's Koichi drop? They had an update. Was it last? I believe when I looked. I believe when I played Branch on Saturday and looked, the last update was last October. I know I've asked this, like, you know, a few weeks ago. What? I did not let go of Shift. Why did it let go of Shift? I did not let go of Shift. Is there an update on that Lily White game? Not that you know of, sadly. Shame. No, but the Roach dev posted an update. What do you mean Roach dev? Like, Sumereko Cockroach dev? Why you like this? Because you said Roach, and the first thing that comes to mind when I hear Roach is Cockroach. Now, when I'm thinking about Touhou, and I think of Cockroach, there's only one thing that comes to mind. And otherwise, I have no clue what you mean by fucking Roach dev. Silent stream going forward. You can have a stream. You know what? If they have a new IAS attorney, it's just like, will someone translate it? It's the real question, right? That's the problem. It's out. I'd love to play it, but like, I'm not gonna play it in Japanese. Wriggle bros, he hates this. Wriggle's not a cockroach. He's a fucking. What's the term? Nightbug? Why can't? It's not fucking nightbug. Gosh, why can't I think of the term? Firefly. Wriggle Nightbug. I know, I couldn't fucking, like, I said Wriggle, I was like, oh, the first word that comes to mind is Nightbug. Like, I can't fucking think of it. It was like... But, like, I just had to think about, like, how I would not believe my eyes. And be like, man, Owl City fucking sucks, dude. Holy shit. The Japanese purely play IAS Attorney. Maybe I should. But fine, you know what? We'll have a silent stream. And by silent, I mean I won't say words. I'll just make noises. Center and Blue stream. I'm personally not that interested in, like, reading the books on, like, the Touhou books on stream. When secret characters. They're not secret characters because they're fucking characters. I don't care. Secret character called Mila. Secret character deal. Fucking the stupid Touhou grid, and they're like, oh, like, what candidates are in this option? Oh, the best answer was a secret character. What the fuck you mean, secret character? Like a meme. What, like Genji was? And Unzun? Oops. Secret character equal of Gina, so true. Oh, you got secret character just like us giant catfish bros. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to go to the popularity poll coming up soon and vote for giant catfish. I love voting entirely off of a meme. Oh my gosh, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna not kill you. I'm gonna not cause bodily harm to you. It's rare kick that is hidden. Well, you even call the most rare. It's not often that one of the secret characters is like the least common pick anyway. Oh my gosh, what about us? Zombie Fairy Bros? Where are we at? Slay? Anxious Human Villager or Jumpy Villager fans? Let's go! I cannot wait to vote for them. Medium Fairy Fish. Tipsy will sweep. Why is she sweeping? Why are you making her do all the cleaning, huh? Oh, well, she's a woman, so she's got to do the cleaning work, huh? It's just mustache villager, you poser. I know him as the Jumpy Villager. It was per the real life. Your vote count for red or is green? Jimbo's not real. He's fake. He's not even named Jimbo. Lunar Capital Guard is your 8th most favorite Lunarian. Yeah, and you're my favorite. You're my favorite person online that uses binary in their name. It's fake. But you have the LNN, yeah, because the LNN is fake. But Hina is their first choice, right? Again, I'm not intending on voting. And I will say, if I was voting for my top 10 favorites, I like Hina. I apologize, but she would not be up there. Top 5, whatever. Ooh, frame rate, what are you doing? Like, if I were to vote for my top 5 right now, like, if I were to go and do it, like, what would I do? I put Remy at 1, I'd probably put Aaron at 2. I'd put Kaneko at 3. Maybe Ron at 4? Who would I put at 5? Probably you. No. I'd probably put Umami at 4. Would I put Ron at 5? Actually, I'd probably put Umami at 3. Kaneko at 4. Who would I put at 5? Probably Reimu, Sanai, Sumareko. I don't know. You, Amelia, Raymond, Marissa, Chirno, Yuka. Fucking Yuka fans. Oh my god. SMH my head. I see a popularity contest where the entire cast of USD is absent, just to where all the votes would go without them hogging 80%. Okay. Just get rid of EOSD on the poll, and then you're basically at the exact same thing. Maybe positions would change slightly. But like, overall it wouldn't do much. Probably UK, yeah. Do another sorter? I'm not that interested in doing another sorter. Are we talking about CBT Yuka? Yuka's a PC9A, so she can't be a real character? What, so Reimu's fake then too? Wait, have I been living a lie with my LNNs this whole time? No wonder why I don't have the LNN. I'm playing as a fake character. Like psychopath. Yuka's generally not... I mean, not that she isn't. Like, she definitely can get depicted like that a bit. Yuka is a commonly depicted sadist, but... not necessarily in the, like, the psychopathic way. Right? Because, we talk, we've talked plenty about the fan, but like Flan and Koichi are generally given like the psychopathic type of treatment. But Yuka's commonly depicted as a sadist, but not really in the not I would say psychopathic-esque. Yuka often is fairly, Yuka's often thrown a lot around with, nah, Reima's the MC, the rest are all fake. Oh, so Alice is fake? Well, one thing about Yuka, and like, because Yuka has her own flower shtick, which is a little sidey. Yuka, Yukari, Okina, to a degree Kaneko, Hekadia is a character in this realm. Honestly, I'd almost argue Doremi to a degree. The whole Doremi gets a lot of other talk as well, but there's a number of characters that fall into what is called, like, I would call like the secrecy realm, like the characters that are regarded as like really strong. They kind of like, the aura farming characters to a degree, right? Well, these are the characters that not the mommy-dommy archetype. Eren can also be there. Sure, a lot of these characters are, a lot of the mommy-dommy fans probably go there. Genocide is just another game. Yeah, that quote as well. But a lot of the characters that have that, like, the reserved secrecy of, like, extremely strong, but they tend to, like, be rather tactical in their ploys. This isn't the best way to refer to it. The kings or queens on the thing of Touhou that sit on their throne of superpower and they just kind of like just sit back, right? Calm, collected, strong character. Yeah, that's a solid way. That's a solid line. And there's a number of these characters that do that in Touhou. There's always been a large handful. Yukari has always been, like, generally speaking, the most popular in this role, partially just due to circumstance. Yukari and Yuka, I would say. The thing is, like, a lot of these, like, the almost, like, mysterious-esque way to put it, Kaneko. Well, I give Kaneko an honorable mention. She definitely has some of the broad depictions, but I'd give her a slight honorable side mention. The thing is, a number of these characters kind of range a little bit on their, like, they have like the secrecy, calm, collected type of character that keeps themselves reserved to a degree. But Yuka often comes out as the bit more evil than the others, or sinister than the others. Maybe is a better way to put it. A number of these characters are also, like, often regarded as, like, ooh, they're super strong, you don't want to do anything to it. Not that you, like, ever, like, see it much in Touhou, broadly speaking. But, like, a lot of these characters fall into, like, that type of realm. Where it's kind of just, you don't want to mess with them. And then when you get told you don't want to mess with them, it makes the fandom really horny and want to mess with them in hopes they get stepped on. Or other. Like you're just forced to play without magic. Okay, are we just having everyone line up for Yuki to just stalk them? Like, Yuka's really powerful, and she has a lot of her sinister aspects brought in from the PC-98 era. And one thing that the Windows era did for her character is a lot of the flower. The Windows era really solidified Yuka, because, like, PC-98, you know, Yuka's obviously... What? The legs didn't cut? What? Bullshit. You know, gave a base for Yuka's character. What PC-98, or what Windows added for Yuka, was she does her own thing and no one should mess with her. And it really, like, POV really adds the, like a lot of POV is the, do not mess with Yuka lines. You'll, like, beat the shit out of everyone. Yo, that Kaneko image goes hard. I'm hard. I'm not, actually. Because there's a few there's a few characters that are, like, generally treated as, like, the, you don't mess with characters, besides, like, Reimu and Marissa, but those guys are cheating protagonists, so, like, whatever, right? Like, like, oh, I should run? Yeah. But there's a few characters, like, I'd say, like, Eiki, you know, Yuka, Hikaria. Why is she grabbing her boob in that? Are all, like, the characters that just, like, you don't mess with. Don't deal with. Stay away. And like, one thing that also added this is, what was it, Aku's quote? From, one of her writings or something from one of the books. Where, like, she writes about Yuka, and it's like, because she writes about, like, a bunch of yokai and, like, stuff, and she writes about Yuka, and she just says, like, danger level, like, high, stay away, right? Something, it's something like that. Like, it's really, like, simple. It's just, like, she's, like, lowest friendship, highest hostility, like, towards humans, stay away, something like that. But then you also see her, especially in like POFB, and she's, you know, she's rather reserved. So she has that, you know, that the calm and composed character that will, you know, we'll drop a nuke if needed. And tends to be treated a little more like sinister realm than a lot, right? We need more Aki in Touhou. I wish Aki would come back. Too bad Foul Detective Satori was like, ah, yes, let's go through, like, all the, like, incidents one by one. Oops! Touhou 9, let's just step over that one. Oh, let's ignore that one. If we involved Aki, the whole plot might have to, if we covered Aki, the plot might have to, like, end because Aki might do something about it. We can't have that happening. God forbid we bring up Yuka again as well. Ooh. We need more chapters of Alice being unconscious. So we covered the Scout Weather incident. Well, that's because Tenshi's a fake character, honestly. Like, Tenshi would just get her ass beat. Everyone move on with their day. So you hate Hanukkah. So true to the villains in Fantasy Main Wars. Hey, even if people hate Kaneko, I love Kaneko. It's credit. I love Zebra. Also, I have a second question, Zebra. What the fuck does GZ mean? Go better than Kaneko. Mods ban Potato Bot right now. Rats. Are you shitting me? Really? If that's what it is, I'm blowing up everyone. Absolutely grats. All of you guys are getting killed. I am going to cause genocide, and all of you are going down. It's a bad acronyms, yeah. Blowing all of you. Yes, I'm gonna blow all of you. Oh, there's a lot of words I want to use right now. seen Zebra use it. I think that might be the one time that like comes to mind. I've probably seen it before, but like I don't really like recall it. What does that mean? I don't know what TUI means. Dude, if I say something nice about someone, they respond with TY, I'm gonna take my cool back immediately. Is this congratulations? So first of all, there's like 10 things, like, there's like a dozen things to fucking, to like unpack here. So first of all, when we're breaking down, like, first of all, acronyms are one of the dumbest things that humanity has come up with on the internet. The ability to or I wouldn't say acronyms, abbreviations for just basic things. God forbid someone says something, they're just like, no, let's just type in 2 letters and pretend it has meaning. What are we, Touhou players? Okay, stand for. Alright, I'll just type in like 20 letters. Oh, yeah, let's pretend everyone fucking understands that. Yeah, I'm a Touhou player. Let me go. WBAWCLNNNBN. What, HNHB? Yeah, fucking let's just and then just fucking HGT on the LRN, and they just fucking start typing letters here. Everyone understands what that means. Of the national. Yeah, that's the Space Administration from now on. Ooh, just ooh. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll let Spooter ooh. But okay, you can call them NASA. And the reason why I'll let it for NASA is because I fucking hate NASA. So you can do that completely because I fuck NASA. Anyway. But my hatred towards space can go to, like, is a whole fucking other, like, conundrum. So, the next thing on the list is Grats is already a fucking shortened version of congratulations. We've already shortened it to make it easy. Oh, fucking, we gotta shorten it more. Let's just fucking also throw in a letter that's not even in the original word. Yeah, let's just put a fucking Z in there. Ah, yes. Also, like, fucking 99.9% of all abbreviations, we just fucking abbreviate just the first letter of the word. Except for this. We're gonna actually do one word with 2 letters. Let's fucking break the norm there. I love yelling. Anime abbreviations use the abbreviation ED for the outro. What is that supposed to mean? That's supposed to be like ending or something? This guy is Juco for real. My soul is filled with nothing but spite and hatred. Really? Op for opening? No, op means opponent. What's Alfonso short for? Extra lewd, I don't know, you could go with everything. I gave up, like, after 2 letters. That ED was something else. Well, I mean, that's erectile dysfunction. He means original poster. He means overpowered. Dude has like fucking 20 meetings. Did Fairy on Nozumi's Olympics? Sure, we go with that one. Let's see your Junko. No, I'm not actually Junko. Because I didn't have a son. To go through a few things. So first of all, some of my like a good chunk of my he's luminary again. Or of my NASA is not necessarily directed at NASA. It's the fact that I fucking hate astronomy. Holy shit. The stars. No, that's astrology, which I'm also not a fan of, but that's a separate thing. Mix those up. Oh no, I'm against. I like. Listen. I'm gonna go back to when I was in middle school and high school, okay? Sorry, no. Astrology is the stars, you know, Pisces, Gemini stuff. Astronomy is like studying space, right? That's that. Okay. I have distaste towards both of them, but for different reasons. More of an astrology guy, right? Yeah. I'm not a big ass person. Flat earther. I'm not a flat earther. Here's the thing. I remember I was probably 14 or 15. Okay? And now I should note. Statistics, math. Just like that's in school, that was my shit. Everything else, I hate school. Math and statistics, that was for me. Also, my older sister loved astronomy. She fucking hates math. Her and I are like polar opposites of. Here's something. When I'm fucking like 14, 15, I'm sitting there. I'm reading a book. Why the fuck am I sitting here wasting my time reading about what fucking gases are in the fucking second layer of the atmosphere of fucking Jupiter? I don't fucking care. It's applied math. So that's what kicked you off. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's other things I like that annoy me at times. Like I hate school. I'm not a big school person. Again, statistics, math, love that type of shit. There's other things like I never cared for history that much. Well, at least I didn't. I was fine at it. English/reading and writing. I could do it. I don't hate it, but this goes leaves a bit to be desired. To be fair to that, I'm homeschooled. But gosh, reading about astronomy, I'm just fuck. Why do I have to do? I don't care. And here's the thing, there are some parts of space I love. I am a weather nerd, okay? And weather sometimes, weather and space, there's some involvement there. I love the history of the Great Red Dot on Jupiter. I like a lot of, Neptune's storm system, and its blue dots and stuff. There's some cool stuff there. But there's so much that it's just like, I despise for being worthless. And here's the other thing, and this one's more towards NASA. What the fuck does NASA do? Here, I'll just find this. I love meteorology. I've always been a huge weather nerd. God, these never regular physics you have to do. Oh man, we had the huge space race that we had to fucking got to the moon. That's pretty crazy, right, guys? Oh, we got to the moon. What have we done since then? We done nothing. We stick our own dicks up our own asses and just jerk off for 20 hours. Yeah, but listen to this. NASA just found 800 trillion fucking light years away. They found a planet that has fucking like 2% like similarity to Earth. Guys, 9 fucking 100 trillion light years away, NASA just fucking found this planet that has like a 2% resemblance to Earth. Can you guys believe this? It's actually insane. Fuck, I hate it. Guys, here's this fucking article we just came out with. Fucking there's a black hole that was spotted near the fucking Milky Way. It's like, oh boy, here's this fucking whole thing about this fucking black hole. Oh yeah, it was spotted. We're all cooked, right, guys? Oh, you mean this thing that we've like known about the existence of, and it's gonna like be passing by this area that's been completely predicted for the past like fucking 15 years? They're just posting this shit just because they fucking can. Oops, it's actually fucking 1 billion fucking light years away from us. Who fucking cares? It has a 0% chance of actually affecting us. Guys, there's a fucking meteor that was spotted near Earth. And by near, they're like fucking 20,000 light years away that had a 0% chance of fucking hitting the Earth. Guys, it's here. Come back from the bed. Listen, you're here for fucking ranting day. Donkos. Hate you posting those things. Fuck, dude, the dude posting on astronomy is the worst! What did they find in Tokyo in space? You're right, I'm all in it. Give robots on the moon more efficient. Get a Roxy Joe stuff in space is fascinating. Listen, especially over time, because like a number of my hatred, stemmed from middle school and high school, and I can respect some of the things. I can respect that there is a lot that comes out of it. Some of my hatred is artificial and is just enhanced partly for the bit. I will 1000% say that. And that there is actual good things that are done. There's things that you want to learn in space, and there's things to be done there. But fuck my ass, bro. You love astronomy one. What really started to turn my head back towards it is there's a game I play where like it's a bunch of planets as you go galaxy by galaxy out, but all the planets are actually just like anime girls. That's what made me really start respecting it again. A bit. Oh, yeah, because Zebra said cheesy, you're right. What are you hugging about? I'm in Touhou and I'm fucking playing Touhou and I talked about how I like anime girls. Is that weird? Neptunia, it's not Neptunia. Hyperdimension Neptunia has nothing to do with the planet, as far as I'm aware. Neighbors ever mentioned you saying fuck my bro? You play the new NEP? Honestly, there's a chance. The thing is, I've played 1 and 2. I've 100%ed 1 and 2. I never I have a 3, but I've never actually like. Okay, no, that's not true. I've played like half an hour of 3, but I never actually like touched it that much. Oh my gosh, Nemo's nerding it. Oh my gosh, ban him, ban him, ban him. We don't allow nerds here. The thing is, from where I am, there's no one can hear me right now. No one else is home, and there are no neighbors that can hear me from where I'm currently at. So right now, I can yell to my heart's content. I know Americans use feet as a measurement, but not armpits. Because most Americans aren't Touhou fans. That's how you know. Unfortunately. Let's stop making NEP games. Well, they made a billing spin-off, but I believe there's actually like a new like quote-unquote mainline NEP game coming out. Listen, there are a few things. I could talk about the bottom floor fucking shenanigans for hours. Okay. There are like a few things from like the American system to like a lot of the rest of the world that like people get into passionate debates over. Most things like here's the thing. The imperial versus metric system thing. I have absolutely no stake in this argument. I don't care on the argument. I have no stake on like the imperial versus metric system argument. Like where you just I don't even know what that second one is. I only know QWERTY. It's QWERTY and mental illnesses. That's what they all are. Revolution. Yeah, I've heard this coming up, but I'm not like too familiar with that. Like I heard it was coming, but like I haven't actually like seen anything else since. Okay, I'm turning you guys off for a minute before I die to the mid-boss. Holy shit, is this stage 3? Huh? I guess while I'm here, and so I can't see you guys' reactions immediately, I'll ramble. So I'm not necessarily doing this. It is just merely a thought that I pondered as of this week. But I know, tragic news. But I've been contemplating the idea of not streaming on Fridays and doing 2 non-stream days instead of streaming 6 days a week, doing 5. I know, part-time streamer. You guys can make your comments and all. I know, tragic. That doesn't mean I'm going to do that. I very, very possibly won't, like, switch. But it is a thought that I've been pondering, that I've pondered this week. The good thing is I have my right monitor with chat closed right now, so I can't see you guys' reactions. I can't see the usual streamer hates us type of thing, yada yada yada. Ooh, nice lag. Very good luck, Hobbs. Yeah, stage 3 now. Yeah, I've been doing that for a few days. Although I don't always think about it. The homeless? Like, what do you mean homeless art? I can't believe our streamer said this. So yeah, all the zero sub only. Listen, it's not that I for sure will do this. It's probable that I will keep what I'm doing, but there's a chance. It mostly just boils down that, like, this summer has been just so fucking busy. And it's like been fine, but, like, it's just, like, it's been catching up to me, I feel, as of the last, like, week or two. Oh, man, that was an awkward one. I think it's like especially. Oh, that was. Oh, she's also she has no HP bar. Look at her. Look at her HP. You see any pixels? Like, the thing is, like, right now, too, is, like, I have, like, zero spare time. You're so busy person, then, yeah. So I'd like to give myself a little bit of time to either A, just do nothing and just sit around and either have time for something else I need, or just to do nothing. Or to give myself more time to potentially work on side projects I would like to do. But, and I was hoping, like, okay, you know, maybe just past the 4th I'd actually, like, start having time again, but it just has not happened. I do a lot of, like, time crunching and trying, because, like, there are many times where it's no, it has nothing to do with me getting burnt out from streaming. Does this game grind my gears a good bit? Sure, but like that's not me not wanting to stream. And here's the thing: it wouldn't like if I didn't stream on a Friday, it wouldn't change my normal weekday problem, which has been really problem. Where it's like, dude, for the past like 2 months at this point, it's like during the non-busy season, it's like so many times in the past I get home and I stream at 5 o'clock my time. I'm like, I get home 3:45 to 4 o'clock. I have like, okay, I can go shopping. I take a shower. I still have 45 minutes where I just sit around. I can do some other thing. Dude, the past it's like, okay, if it's a few weeks like this, it's not bad. But it's been almost 3 months. It's not quite 3 months, but it's been close to 3 months where it's like every fucking day I get home, like I'm like at work just watching the clock, being like. Just like trying to get home, shower, and then just immediately stream. It doesn't necessarily fix the weekday problem. Kaz nasty day. Hell, it starts. Part of it is just I've not been in the most locked in. Stream time to later. The other one problem though is I really don't want to move stream time to later. Is another big thing. Like that's one thing I really don't want to do. And a large part of that is because of the stream during work. Yeah, I'll just stream my work. Here's the thing: if this was like 2 years ago when I like started streaming, then I could do that. Then like I probably would like be like, you know what, I'll stream later, because that's actually what I did. Like when I was originally streaming, like I was streaming later, and there was a good while where I started streaming an hour or two later than what I currently do. But that was all. That's not actually the way I'm supposed to do this section, by the way. If you can kill the mid-Takane, but you should do it a little bit differently. I'm not punished for it, but... Wasteland land frequently clogged. It's a life-threatening condition. Hate to see it. But... Hello, Pazoots. But, especially at this point, I really don't want to push things back, and partly that's for... And a large chunk of that is because of the European audience. Like, it's already late for a lot of you guys. And to be fair, the number of you people are, like, the, you know, the people who go to bed at, you know, 2 in the morning, so it's like, oh, whatever, but, yeah, like, general in his half-hour time zone. And the thing is, with a lot of, like my work and, like, other things I do, it's like, like, if I give it another month or two, like things are going to go back to pretty, like, standard timing. And again, me not streaming on Friday doesn't necessarily fix those, like, the regular weekday timing. But... And because the problem is, it's like, and another big kicker over this summer has just been, like, okay, like, my weekdays are very busy front to end for the most part. But, like, I'm not, like, too upset over this fact. But it's like, my weekends have also just been, like, constant. European heights, that's crazy. I know, it's weird. Like, my weekends have just not had much break as well. And there are a lot of other various reasons why things have happened, why that has been the case. Another big thing too is I really want, like, especially with the Touhou popularity pool, I really want to try work on some YouTube content. And like I've done like a little bit of script writing. I do some snippets while I'm at work or like at lunch or something. And like I've been like, okay, with it coming up, like I actually want to like put more time into it, but like I just have there's no time for me to like slot it in to anywhere right now. Has been my frustration for like the last week or two. Longer than that, but like the early parts, like for a bit during the summer, it's not like something that like super bothers me. It's like, okay, it's the summer season. Especially because throughout so much of the summer, it's like, okay, there's a lot of relatives in town, there's events going on, or like things happening. I'm out of town for a weekend, and my sister's moving. And then yada yada. I'm not burned out of playing Touhou. There are days where I sit here and I definitely burn myself out on a day, but as a whole, no. And a large part of that, a large reason why I'm not is partially because I stream. Like, the fact that even when there are random days where it's, like, it's not been a great day, and I'm just, like, I'm not playing particularly well, I can just sit here, like, a day like today and just ramble on and engage in various things. Don't stream on weekends? No. If anything, weekend is the best time to stream. Sunday streams. Sunday on, like, if I had to go down to streaming one day a week, which I wouldn't do, the day I would stream is Sunday. Is now a day that's not currently RIP Europeans. I love how you say that. Hold on, let me look at something. Analytics overview. Let me scroll down. Views by location, 31% United States. You know what that means? 69% nice of views not United States. If we look next, 12% Canada, 10% Japan. Those aren't European. Okay, so that's about 50%. Just over 50% of views not European. But then let's look. Germany, UK, Brazil, Poland, France, Russia, Belgium, Finland, Netherlands, Spain, Hungary. All of these range from 1% to 7% at most to 1% at the bottom there, but those are all, like, almost all European. You the only American here? No. There are more Americans. I mean, I'm in a. I believe Pazoots Game Glitcher is. He's not here right now. Gypsum is. He's West Coast, I believe. I think based on timing when he tends to show up. Gang's star for Touhou. I feel like your gang tends to get like more Touhou players. At least I feel like in like the LNN scene or like the lunatic gameplay scene, whether it's scoring or like survival purposes, I feel like you get a lot more. I feel like it's like the English scene is like a ton European. It starts at 7 p.m. for you, which is perfect. Like here's the thing about Saturday. Like there would be a world where on Saturday I'd move the stream 1 hour earlier. I'm not going to because it kind of messes with like my general schedule, and I keep it like that. But there's like on Saturday, if anything, there's a chance I'd move it an hour earlier. And that's true. There are a lot of Touhou people that like they either do one or the other when it comes down to mixed things, and that's no shade at people who do any of that. Like I fully understand why people do that, right? Again, one of the biggest reasons I like do split streams where I play Touhou and then I play another thing, it just is one of the inspirations for it was Aspirated, because he's always, or he's often, I don't know if he does this much anymore, but like I know he used to always do like something for a couple hours and something for another, and like that put the idea in my head over 2 years ago of like that'd probably be nice for me because like I like grinding Touhou, but like I'm not necessarily a shmup guy, and I like playing Touhou, and then like cause I love a lot of Touhou spin-off stuff. I love the Laddie games. I love Lost Branch. I love a lot of other things. And it's also really nice to do something like this and then kind of just like get back and do something that tends to be more chill. Okay. It's like, even with this gameplay, like I'll always say, turn-based gameplay is my thing, a billion times out of a billion. 99 times out of 100. Like one of the reasons I've like gotten myself so into this is she did the same thing! The same crisscross. It's just because of how much I like Touhou. Like, when I got into Touhou, at this point, 7, 8 years ago? Yeah, it was like 8 years ago, I think. First of all, wow. Second of all, like, Touhou as a whole, outside of, like, the game, like, completely won me over. And that's part of the reason why I, like, gave the games a solid chance. I really gotta pee. Yeah, that's a good enough at branch for it to be watchable. There's a weird duality in a lot of things that I like. And one thing I really like about Branch is I can hit it like perfectly. I really like playing things at hard difficulties. I'm not like an easier difficulty like type of enjoyer. That being said, I also am not like a try-hard enjoyer with a lot of games like Branch. And like so like L6 Branch is like perfect for me. Never seen me play a new game every 15 minutes. I understand that. That's one of the things about streaming. It keeps is like one of the things. thing I like about me streaming is is that it keeps me in line to actually like doing something. Because, you know, there's the time when, like, I'm grinding, trying to do Lutic UFO 1cc, and then, like, I burn myself out of tone, I didn't play for a while. It's like, maybe I'll come back, and then, I do it, like, 2 days. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you get back, like, I'll do it tomorrow, and you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. You just keep going and going and going. You always want to stream, that's true. Take it though, yeah. Okay, welcome to stage 4, stage of hopes and dreams. Although I'm on 1 miss, so there's not as much hopes and dreams, but at least we're here. Oh. Ooh, that was a little tight. Not gonna lie, when I was at work earlier, I was like not feeling the idea. I was like only like partly feeling the idea of like not streaming Friday. But the more and more I talk about it, the more and more I'm thinking about it more. But I don't know for sure. I gotta think about the Australian audience too. Oh no! I saw that the one come down, and I was like, I could go immediately, and then I hesitated. It's like, I could have waited another, like, 5 frames, and then I would have been fine, but, like, I think just the wrong time to go. Okay, I will be back in a minute. I really gotta pee. Boom. Boom. Back sec. I'm back. Okay, guys, question time. Oh, we're back in chat for a second. Hate that there's so many cute girls in Touhou. They caught you a hook line sticker. Have a good Touhou soon. I think you're probably already gone, but still. A lot of attractive women who dress like Touhou characters IRL. I haven't dressed like a Touhou character yet, but I'm a pretty fucking sexy Miku, if I could say so myself. So here's the question. When I get done streaming later, do I do pork or do I do beef? I'm not sure. Oops. Oh my gosh, they're posting more links in chat. The most healthy. Fish is the most healthy. I'm not a big seafood person. I'm kind of poor. I've gotten more and more in line with seafood over time, but like, first of all, I'm generally not a big seafood person. Like, I do for my lamb meat. Second of all, I literally have pork and beef in my fridge. I don't have seafood. Like, if I want seafood, I'd have to then, after I get done streaming, go shopping. And when it comes to streaming, I'm like, I don't have, like, it's late, and I don't have the energy to be like, I'm gonna go shopping now. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna go make dinner, eat it, watch YouTube, and go to bed. I have chicken, but, and I like, chicken's best meat, by the way. But, I'm not doing chicken tonight. Chicken butt? No, I don't have him. He's not here right now. You're shopping and you can go fishing. I'm not someone who really... I have no interest in going fishing. You don't have them in the fridge. You gotta keep them cool. It's summer, you know. It's actually not even that hot today. Like, the past few weeks there've been some hot days. Today was actually really nice weather. Fishing hike went away. It's like email light. Here's my problem with going fishing. Well, there's a few problems, but like... First of all, I would never go fishing by myself. If I go fishing, it would be with other people. And I have friends who've fished and or go fishing sometimes during the summer. But here's the thing. Here's my line of fishing. If I were to go fishing, it would be with like my friends or something. You know, along that line, right? To go with other people. But I could also do billion other things with them that I would enjoy more. Like, I like fishing in Animal Crossing, or Harvest Moon, or Stardew. I'll do fishing in that. Dead pod, no. My friends do not play shmups. My only friends that play shmups are you guys. I say that, it's like 90% of you know, don't play shmups. Don't play shmups anyway. kind of games. It really depends on the fishing. Some fishing is really mid. Animal Crossing fishing, though? Animal Crossing fishing goes hard. My mom on the GameCube Animal Crossing growing up filled out the entire museum. The entire fish museum. Or the fish side of the entire museum growing up. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. Just getting started. I like fishing in Stardew, and like for me in Stardew, one of the biggest reasons is because something like Harvest Moon, I really enjoy mining. But like I personally don't. I'm not a big fan of the mining in Stardew. So like I much like rather would like crops and animals and then fishing as like the spare time thing. I don't like fishing in Terraria, I'll say that. Dodge the rain outside by staying inside your certified shmup players. Yeah. Fishing WoW is the most comfortable time of your life. Yeah, but you have to play WoW. Wow. I say that, but like I also did a decent bit of fishing in RuneScape back in the old day. Acceptable abbreviation. Here's the thing. WoW kind of is, especially because of how notorious it is, and I know it's abbreviation by heart, and it's also a pretty unique one. But second of all, the big thing, Spooter, I have like exhausted my like yelling and my energy in that regard. So it's like I don't have the pent up explosion anymore to yell and rant. Like I don't have it into me to go off on that, like unless something like triggers me off right now. It's like I don't have that. Like I already did all my yelling and ranting and let my energy out, you know. I don't have it built up in me. Like you guys could talk about ground floors all you want. I wouldn't like. Yeah, you know, I don't have the. It's not that I'm out of energy. It's just like I exhausted the yelling bit. Welcome back to Stage Tree. In fact, that's called Stage Tree. I sure don't see a tree on the background. There's a lot of grass and some snow. I don't see a tree. Checkmate, atheist. Also, I must thank 2/3 movement for adding additional half a second to that. See, Alan, that is why I dislike 2/3 movement more than vertical movement. And the addition to it. It might say, well, what happened? That looked fine. Because the problem is, on that first movement, I'm on the right side of her, and I'm doing like a right dodge around the next bullet. And then she moved left. She 2/3'd me, right? Or in that case, it's the 1/3, but... And the problem is, sure, I can adapt. I can go around my line and then cut to the left. But the problem is... It still extends it by half a second there. It's like that extension did not need to happen. Need to happen because of movement, but it does because 2/3 movement decided, oh, we're going to do this. And there are many times where that extension can add 1, 2, 3 seconds to attacks, depending on where it is. That's the problem. The attack is so ass. Oh, Glitcher. I think the idea on those white blobs in the background, if I'm not mistaken, are supposed to be snow. Because if I do this... If you notice the BGM, it's the perpetual snow of Komakusa blossoms. It makes me ponder, hey, is that supposed to be snow? I'm not saying it is, but it's an idea. That's what my brain has always told me that is. And if it's higher up the mountain, then it could make more sense with the cold climate, right? Boston did great. It could be leaf petals, but it's blobs of white. Okay. I mean, unless Sanyo's coming on the mountain. For Sanyo fangirls with vapes. What Sanyo fangirls are you even meeting? And second of all, could you hit me up? Could you hook me up? It goes to Sanyo's gambling den. Probably not, but that's because like I'm not gonna go. I have no intention of going to a casino. It's like, why would I go to a gambling den? What connected marketeers look like? A lot less spam. Like, I'm not huge into vape or smoke either way, but, like, I would 1000% rather be around someone vaping than smoking. Personally speaking. I think Megamoo is more likely to be this game's Fuda. She's definitely competition, but her, Tsukasa, and Momoyo all feel like they could definitely be there. I'll buy the snow bit. What if, Game Glitcher? What if Zune was like, yeah, those white patches are cum. All the fairies are coming in puddles all over the mountain. What if that's what it is, huh? Is weed legal in Norway? At least on like a recreational level of curiosity. Scooter? 40% legal. You should be more legal to treat nice. Okay. I feel like I've asked that question before, but it's been a while. It wasn't on the top of my mind. And in regards to the previous conversation, something that I was like, Ooh! Yeah. Oh, you're answering Helen. Yeah, that explains it. You can just buy fucking grocery by service to unit. Yeah. I know that here too. Or well, I don't think it's like that too. There you go, 11, you happy? Listen, what I'll say is humorous. So I live in Michigan, and weed was legalized a handful of years ago. And Wisconsin's right next to us. Okay, Wisconsin, it's not legalized. What's interesting, but there's a lot of people in Wisconsin that smoke weed because they drive to Michigan to buy it. Whether that's legal or not. What's curious is it is not legal to sell recreational weed in Wisconsin. That being said, they can have billboards promoting it. There are billboards, like, the hour leading up to the Wisconsin-Michigan border. Just pushing it of, like, ooh, you're only 50 miles, I know, miles, not kilometers, away from legal weed. And then they just, like, I find that fascinating how, like, it's not legal there, but they can have billboards promoting it. I'm not someone who smokes weed or has any intention to. That being said, my broad mindset has always been, if alcohol is illegal, I don't see why weed shouldn't be. Like, you can put, here, we have, you have to be 21 or older to buy weed. Same with our alcohol rules here. It's like, rules like that, fine, but like, the position work anyway for birds to create says weed is not illegal. Apply to all states. There's a weird distinction of how things can apply on a federal level versus on the local level with states having their own things. I'm not the most knowledgeable on implying a lot of things there. A lot more damaging than weed. Yeah, and well, that's the thing, because there's a lot of people, a lot of older people, and you know, they grew up in that environment where, like, people are really hard on weed, and they have like a really negative distinction on weed, which is part of the reason why that's like generally illegal and alcohol's not. But I've always been on the mind, like, if alcohol is legal, or always, I shouldn't say always, but if alcohol is legal, I don't see why weed shouldn't be. Even if I don't drink or smoke either of them, it's like, right, banning alcohol, yeah. Listen, I work in the alcohol industry. I could be. It's wild seeing how much people could drink. Try to ban alcohol. There, example, legal free. Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing about like Philly. Like try to ban alcohol, you just like. Like, there's a secondary question that could be asked of what it for humans as a whole, for society as like a potential, would it be better if alcohol wasn't legal? Maybe. There's a potential argument. That being said, you should never make it. I don't think you should ever criminalize it. I think there's a few reasons for that, and one of them is the fact that, like, no matter where, whether it's the U.S. or elsewhere, you're asking for a. You're asking for just trouble. Yeah, it's already 7 o'clock. The alcohol's definitely more dangerous. Yeah, I'd say as a whole it probably is, but... The crack and stuff should stay banned, though. I'd probably say that, too. My argument that alcohol is actually more dangerous than weed. I don't have a strong enough opinion on the matter. I would say I probably agree that alcohol is worse than weed. But, like, I'm not too much there. We should teach people more about drugs. Like, absolutely more dangerous, yeah. There are a few, like, obviously extreme drugs. I'm generally more on the mindset of you shouldn't. Whether or not you agree for, like, broad, like, purposes of you engage with what you want. I'm not gonna sit down and, HC's gummies enough. Yeah. Shit and then dry, that should be obvious. All drugs are fine in moderation. It depends on how, like, extreme you're going. I don't think I'm gonna say on the mindset I don't think fentanyl should necessarily be legalized unless there's some medical, like, revelation on it that I'm unaware of, which with some extreme things I'm fine there, but I'm gonna say, for you to try one, yes. So there's an argument that opioids could be more dangerous than something like alcohol. Whether or not I believe that argument, it's not what I particularly put much thought into and that I'm interested in, but... Does New take it? Yeah, let me do that. I mean, I'll say, like weed in extremity could be bad, but, like, that's true about a lot of things. Nah, I stick with my sobriety. I'm not a fun drinker. Like, the few times I've, like, drank in notable amounts before, I just go to sleep. It just puts me straight to sleep. So I'm like... The gacha games which kill you. Yeah, gacha games was worse than alcohol for you. Hello, Cake. False. Gotcha, you hurt the soul and the wallet. Don't forget. Oh, okay, never mind. They all hurt the wallet. Combines of caffeine, sugar, and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Like obviously there is like a scale, but like you can gauge yourself to down everything, and these things could really do a lot to you, right? Caffeine's more drug than sugar. Caffeine is I know more people that have ruined their life, or that have hurt their lives more over caffeine than over weed. One reason why I tend to really avoid caffeine. It's also one thing that leads me towards alcohol or leads me to dislike alcohol is. Part of this might be because I'm in the business of it, but like you see so many people just with various reasons to ruin themselves or others because of alcohol. Holy shit, I did none too. I didn't really comprehend that. Drug is an incredibly broad term. Yes, drug is an extremely broad term. It's one that has a general really, really strong negative annotation to it, whether or not it should all the time or not. Oh, chicken butt. Also, this is my third day in a row with the perfect pace to stage 4. And the second day in a row with it being the last run of the day. A lot of weirdos we work this cashier again now. You can see what he sells of ID. Very, very substantive. The brain is so intriguing. What I like to see, what I find interesting at times is not even like taking things myself, but like see how different things affect people and how different things affect different people. Like, two people can take the same thing and see very different effects. Fuck! Fine. Everything's fine. Whoa, look at this! I didn't kill the second dude! Wow, that's crazy! If you kill the second dude, you're fine, as long as you time out the third dude. Not that I'd ever make that mistake. Nice money, by the way, too. Relatively tame. The early part got a little awkward, but honestly, like, the mid to the ending was really tame. I hate Jimbo. Be still, my heart. Well, for the 4th or 5th, I think it's 4th, but I'm actually not sure. Time. I think it's the 4th time. Walking up to Misumaru and just saying... Just try to stop me. PB. Nice down movement, by the way, in that first one. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was gonna catch up to me. Ooh, the Wombo combo. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. I was never gonna beat a suffocation at first try. Stage 4 is like 10%. I don't know if I'd say stage 4 is 10%. You diagnose yourself for ADHD, you go to over and over. You probably don't have it. I've never been diagnosed on anything. I wouldn't be surprised if I have something in some regard. But, like, I'm not someone who's going to self-diagnose myself for anything. Below the 99% guaranteed LNN. This is a bit of a nervous attack. It's just when my heart rate is going at like 120, there's no way. Like, I already struggle on suffocation to like pick up the proper reading. But like when I'm in that situation, like I knew like 5 seconds into suffocation, there's no fucking way I'm doing this. Like, there's no way I can get like the reading going. Plays this guy built this for sure. Oh, that's a nice PB.